Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Explain Maths. Now in this video I am going to show how to factorize the cubic polynomials without doing division. Okay, so we will use factor theorem method to factorize a cubic polynomial. Now the standard form of the cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So let's see how to factorize it without using any division method. Because in Ncert textbook now division method is not there. So we have to use factor theorem method to find out the factorization of this polynomial. So let's start it. So this is the question: x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. So to factorize this, your first step should be to find one of the factor of this polynomial. Now how to find the one of the factor? We can find it using hit and trial method. So for that you have to start putting the different values of x and you have to see for which value of x this polynomial is becoming 0. Now mostly the factors will be the factor of this constant term, which is 120. So you can see the for 120 there are many factors, isn't it? The factors can be plus 1 or minus 1. So you can write plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4 and so on. You can get many factors of 120. Okay. So mostly the one of the factor will be the factors of 120. So start putting the values. We can start from x as 1. So if I put x as 1, my p of 1 will be 1 cube minus 23 into 1 square plus 142 into 1 minus 120. So 1 cube is 1 minus 23 plus 142 minus 120. 1 minus 23 is minus 22 plus 142 minus 120. And minus 22 plus 142 will give me 120 minus 120, which gives me 0. So I can say that x equal to 1 is the factor. Now when we say x equal to 1 is the factor, it means x minus 1 is one of the factor, isn't it? Now now we have got one of the factor. Let's see how to factorize it. So as it is a cubic polynomial and we know that cubic polynomial will have three factors, isn't it? So let's write this factor x minus 1 three times. So x minus 1, x minus 1 and x minus 1. Now after that, if you see the first term of the polynomial, it is x cube. So you just think in this x what you should multiply such that it will become x cube. So obviously next if I multiply x square, it will become x cube. So here it will be x square. Now you have to do some rough work here at the bottom. So now you can see x square into x will become x cube, and when you multiply x square with 1 you will get minus x square, isn't it? So write it here. So it will be x cube minus x square. So if you see for x cube the numerical coefficient is 1, which is here also 1. Now here the numerical coefficient of x square is minus 1, but here is minus 23. So now you have to think in minus 1 what you should add such that it will become minus 23. So obviously in minus 1 if I add minus 22 it will become minus 23. So for the next step we have to multiply with minus 22 times x. Okay. Now once you write this, now again proceed with the multiplication. So minus 22x into x will give me minus 22x square, and minus 22x into minus 1 will become plus 22x. So if you see here, this is x cube and minus x square minus 22x square will give me minus 23x square, which is the second term. So I got my first two terms. Now I have to move to the third term. So here it is 22x. The numerical coefficient of x is 22. Here the numerical coefficient of x is 142. So now you have to think in 22 what you should add such that it will become 142. So here I have to add 120, isn't it? So here you will write 120. Now again proceed with the multiplication. So it will become plus 120x minus 120. And if you combine this, you are going to get this polynomial only. Okay. Now if you can see here, x minus 1 is common in all the three places. So you have to take x minus 1 common. After that, from here, from here you will left only with x square, here minus 22x, here plus 120. So that you are going to write here x square minus 22x plus 120. So now you have got one linear polynomial, one quadratic polynomial. Now you easily know how to factorize a quadratic polynomial. You can use, again you can use a factor method, or you can do middle term splitting method, isn't it? So here if I am using middle term splitting method, my sum should be minus 22 and product of the root should be 120. So how to do this? So if I do here minus 10 and minus 12, if I add, I will get minus 22, and if I multiply, I'll get 120. So let's split it. So x square minus 10x minus 12x plus 120. And then further I can write x minus 1. From here I can take x common. So it will become x minus 10. Then minus 12. Again x minus 10. So my answer will be x minus 1, x minus 10 and x minus 12. So here I am able to do my factorization without using any division method. Okay. So like that we can solve one more question. So let's do one more question, and I will take that question from Ncert textbook. Now this is question number 2. Again I have to factorize x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus 20. So my first step is using hit and trial method. We have to find one of the factor. And as I already said, the factor will be the factors of 20. Okay, so the factors of 20 will be plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 4, plus minus 5 and so on. Okay, so you have to take factors from that. It will be easy to find out. So let's put x. Now see here, as all the terms are having plus sign before it, so we cannot use x equal to 1, because if you use x equal to 1, it will never become 0. So let's try with x equal to minus 1. So when you put here x as minus 1, p of minus 1 will give me minus 1 whole cube plus 13 into minus 1 whole square plus 32 into minus 1 plus 20. So from here you will get minus 1 plus 13 minus 32 plus 20. Minus 1 plus 13 will give you 12, and I am bringing this plus 20 here, minus 32. So you'll get 12 plus 20 is 32 minus 32, which gives you 0. Okay. So now your one of the factor will be x plus 1. Okay. So now what you have to do? You have to write x plus 1 3 times here. Okay. X plus 1 write 3 times. As it is a cubic polynomial, you will get 3 factors. So write x plus 1 here. Now see the first term. First term is x cube. So it means here you have to multiply x square to get x cube. And here you have to do some rough work. So x square into x will give me x cube, plus x square into 1 is x square. Now if you compare with the original one, coefficient of x cube is 1, here also 1. Coefficient of x square is 13, here it is 1. So now in 1, what you will add such that it will become 13? So you have to add 12, isn't it? So here for the second term, you have to multiply with 12x. Now proceed with the multiplication. 12x into x will give 12x square, plus 12x into 1 will give 12x. Okay. So my first two term is fine. It is x cube plus 13x square. Now here you see the third term, the original polynomial, if you see coefficient of x is 32, here is 12. So now in 12, what you will add such that it will become 32. So here you are going to add here 20, isn't it? So it means here you have to multiply it with 20. And if you proceed, you will get 20x plus 20. And if you combine all, you will get the original polynomial. Now you can see x plus 1 is common in all the three places. You have to take x plus 1 common. Then you are left with x square plus 12x plus 20. Now use middle term splitting method. Okay, so it will be product is 20 and sum is 12. So you have to use uh, product is here 20 and sum is 12. So that your numbers will be 10 and 2. So if you add, you will get 12, and if you multiply, you will get 20. So it will be x square plus 10x plus 2x plus 20. Now next step, x plus 1. Now x you can take commons, it will be x plus 10 plus 2, again x plus 10. So from here you will get x plus 1 and take x plus 10 common, so it will be x plus 2. So if you again you are going to rearrange it properly, so your this polynomial factorization will be x plus 1, x plus 2 and x plus 10. So this is your factorization. So here I have given two questions where I have done the factorization without using division method. So hope it is clear to everybody, these two questions. If you have any doubt, you can write in the comment box.